Okay, so I have some bad news. I just recorded the last game of the season and our bowl game, and basically it didn't think I had my USB plugged in. I did have it plugged in, but I don't know what was wrong with it. But so I was splitting up into 4-minute clips. So I was saying throughout as I was recording, I was like, okay, this sucks, and I couldn't fix anything. And I thought it would still save them to the disk, but in 4-minute clips, so I thought I would still be able to piece it together, but it did not save anything at all. And it's really unfortunate. We had 2 fun games to end the season, but I guess I'll reveal to you guys what happened, and I'll give a little recap of the games. I was thinking if there's anything else I can do, if there's a way I can go back through, and I can't reset the dynasty at any point because we're 2 years in. There's completely different players, and we don't want to erase all the results. So this is the first time I've had issues since like the start of the first season. So I just gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. So we finished out the season playing against Wisconsin. They were ranked 2nd in the nation at the time, and we beat them. So I'm really upset this game did not record. It was super fun. It came down to the last play of the game. So we had a 34-27 lead, and Wisconsin had the ball with I want to say under a minute to go. And they drove down all the way to like the 15-yard line, and it came down to the last play. There was 3 seconds left, and they threw an incomplete pass, or actually we picked it off. And we won the game. It was a fun game. I'm really upset this game did not save, and I can't show it to you guys. But little recap here. Murphy played unreal. He had 292 yards, 4 touchdowns, an interception. Taylor had 16 carries for 84 yards. Murphy had a huge run on the last Gopher drive that got us in the red zone. There was great blocks and everything. It was a great run. Lehner and Maggio eclipsed 100 yards and a touchdown each. Near identical yards and touchdown lines for them. Hairston and Baranowski had picks. Hairston made the game-winning pick to seal it for us. Yeah, it was really the best one in the dynasty. I'm so upset that it did not save. But winning that game got us into the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, in which we lost to Florida by 1. We had a 20-7 lead going into the half. We were up 17-0. The first quarter was unreal. We just kept scoring. The defense kept getting stops, and we blew it, which has been a theme a lot this season. And we ended up losing by 1. This one, it came down to us having the ball down by 1. We need a field goal. We did not have much time though, so we were in a rush. We kept going no huddle, and I threw a slant. It was a 50-50 ball. I thought we'd be able to come down with it, but it got picked off, and Florida won it. So we're 0-2 in bowl games, which sucks in this dynasty. This one was a lot closer than last year, where we got killed by Arizona, though. Murphy had a mediocre day. He had 2 picks, but once again, he had big runs for us at the end of that game. Taylor had 71 yards on the ground. And the receivers were it was split up around all these guys. Hairston had another pick, so he finished with 2 picks in his last 2 games. So yeah, that sucks. We lost all the footage. So this video, it was supposed to be coming out Monday night, and it was going to be the last 2 games of the season. But instead, it's going to be this little recap I just gave, and then I think we're going to get into the off season, and we'll see how this goes here. Okay, the season's complete. Here is the bracket. This is cool. They updated the playoff bracket on the game, and it really looks sick here. Georgia went undefeated the entire season and won the championship, so a dominant run from them. Liberty got the 3 seed and won a game and made it to the semifinals. This is crazy. Texas A&M made it to the championship, and Cincinnati had a run to the Final Four as well. Ohio State, who we were close with, played Wisconsin, who we beat. So 2 of the best teams in the Big Ten faced off first round. Ohio State won that, but then they got killed by Georgia. We finished the season 7-6, 4-5 in Big Ten play. I mean, not a great season for the Gophers. That's all right. But it was a lot of young players that were playing, so I really think we can improve. These guys went 7-6, and we had a lot of freshmen playing, or young players. So as they develop, I think this team will get better, and then our recruiting class should be good that's coming in. We'll go over some off-season recruiting soon here. Okay, this list of transfers, if you guys remember last season, was very long and a lot of low chances. This year, it looks a lot better. Darius Taylor last year, we had a low chance to get back, and we ended up getting lucky and got him back. This year, we have a very high chance. And then, let's see, Alonzo Glenn might transfer because of playing time, and Taylor is because he could get drafted around the 3rd round. We're saying goodbye to Bangura. He was a good backup running back for us. He's gone. Eastern, a defensive tackle. Ormont, safety. He made a lot of good plays for us. And then Devin Williams, middle linebacker. Hairston, our best corners, leaving us to the draft. All these guys were seniors. But here we go. Darius Taylor. Persuasion very high. Please come back. He's back. Let's go. We're going to have Darius Taylor for his senior year. 89 overall. That's huge. And then Glenn, we might as well try and convince to come back. He's a 69 overall, though. We'll see. He's coming back. Not going to be the hugest persuasion ever, but we don't lose anyone that's not a senior. That's good. And Hairston got drafted round 2, so that's kind of sick. He played great for us. He balled out the last couple of games. Okay, so going into the off-season recruiting, right now we have the 10th best recruiting class in the nation, but we're going to look to improve that in the off-season. We got 1 5-star, 14 4-stars, and 3 6-stars. We got a lot of positions. I believe all the positions we needed we got filled out. And a lot of these 4-stars are gems, and then all of these 3-stars are gems. Okay, so at this point in the season, we're just trying to get as many 3-star gems. So we're going to scout all of these guys. These guys are gems, so we're going to put points onto them. Alright, so we're at National Signing Day. We finished with the 11th best class in the nation. That is very good. As a team, you know, Minnesota usually does not get great recruiting classes. Definitely the best Minnesota's had in a long time, if not ever. 14 4-stars, 19 3-stars, and a 5-star. The main guys are at the top here. Corner, Bostic, 4-star gem. Clark, 4-star gem. All these guys up here are 4-star gems that we got. John Bettis, a 94 speed wide receiver, 4-star gem. He should be looking to play right away this year. Probably the best signing that we had. 5-star running back, Maurice Terry, 95 speed, 92 excel, 93 agility. His stats are insane already. He's got the 360 ability, sidestep ability. This guy should be an insane running back. Alright, here's our schedule for the next season. We start off with UCLA, then we get Cincinnati, Kansas, Oregon State for our non-conference games. These should be fun. I set Kansas again. I was like, we're going to play them every year and see how we match up against them. Two somewhat even schools in terms of football these days. Cincinnati's ranked 9th in the nation, but that's a team I believe we should be able to compete with. And then Oregon State ranked 21st, should be a fun one. And then we start off Big Ten play with Northwestern, who went 2-10 last year. Their only Big Ten win was against us. I want to go smoke them in that game. Then we get Washington. We get Michigan week 9. Penn State's unranked, Iowa's unranked. So those are two tough ones that could hurt us. And then we end the season with Wisconsin once again. Battle for the Axe. They're ranked 6th after last season. And we were one of their 2 Big Ten losses. Alright, and here's the team going into year 3. As you can see at the top, we're 86 overall. That's a 3 overall jump from last season. So this team is on the rise. Darius Taylor's back for his last season with us. He's been with us this whole way. 90 overall this year. Baranowski, also been my middle linebacker I've used. It's going to be his senior year, so those are 2 guys we're going to lose, but I'm excited to use them for one last year. Micah Maggio, the 98 speed wide receiver, is up to an 83 overall, so he's going to be our wide receiver 1, and he's going to be a huge part of this offense. Tevin Murphy's going to be under center once again. He's an 80 overall now, the 97 speed, obviously know that. Then Maurice Terry, the freshman we just got, 95 speed. He's already a 78 overall coming out of high school. He's going to be our running back too. We're going to have to move him up here. And yeah, we had receivers develop a lot. Christian Hoskins was our wide receiver 1 last year in terms of overall. He's now wide receiver 4, so that's a good thing. We got Micah Maggio, who passed him. And then Mick Williams, who had some good catches last year. And then freshman redshirt Prince Muamba, 95 speed. As you can see right here, lots of speed. These first 3 receivers, 98, 94, and 95 speed. That should be huge for us. We have a stud tight end who we redshirted last year. He's going to make his debut. He's at 84 overall already as a freshman redshirt. Thank you guys for watching. I'm upset that we couldn't show the end of the season, but I'm excited for this next season, and I'm going to make sure that the recording issue doesn't happen again. The next video will be going and playing UCLA and Cincinnati, and we'll see if we have time to play Kansas as well. But this team's on the rise, and we're going to be looking to really compete in this 3rd season.